Yo, ViivviiX here with episode 7 of the V-Files, and today's episode is focused on Persona 3's best boy, Koromaru, Shiba Inu, companion of the Seas team. Just a few points before we get into the meat of the video is content is flourishing and channel's been doing pretty good. And thanks for any and all recent new supporters. I just hope I can bring a smile to someone's face, help someone crack a needed laugh, and or make your day just a little bit better with the power of entertainment. If you are a fellow smaller content creator like myself, stick around to the end for a quick message on something I want to start doing if enough people are interested. As well as everyone who watches this and can watch till the end is truly appreciated, so my video's analytics don't get cheaply wined and dined, totally fucked.
Oh, I've got a better idea. Why don't you go across the street and buy some condoms? Because we should at least be safe if you're gonna f me, Mom. You might as well go buy some cigarettes too, because I like to have a smoke after I get good. You wanna f me, Mom? Just say so. Go ahead, here. Huh? Go ahead, Mom. Me. Right here in the bed bag. You wanna f your son so bad? Go on, Mom. Me.
Then sent to the Shadow Realm where they won't get suggested to anyone.
I'm banishing you to the Shadow Realm. No! Much better.
This is your friendly spoiler warning. Now the points of interest this video will be segmented into as usual will be segment 0, Persona Inspiration and Lore, aka Persona Trivia, gameplay and combat prowess, character bio, and the last segment will be the character analysis and highlights. So let's do it. Persona Trivia!
Man's best friend indeed!
Cerberus, guardian hound of Hades in Greek mythology. It traditionally has 3 heads and a snake's tail. It was born from Typhon, the giant of wind, and Echidna, the mother of monsters. And since this is his only persona, I thought I would throw in some extra details not regarding the lore and persona inspiration. It is a fire and darkness elemental persona that differs from the usual appearance that looks like this, but instead is a black 3-headed hound resembling a Doberman. The original Cerberus can also be accessed and used by the protagonist by using a cheek device as a weird random tidbit. Koro's pros is he has high agility, so he's very evasive and highly accurate. It means he usually will go pretty high in turn order. He's got severe single target and AoE agi spells. It's fire amp to at least help with his lower magic stat and overall damage output. He gets the Mudu and dark spells. He blocks fire and dark, so he's the only teammate that actually has 2 full-on nullifications. He gets high counter, so 50% chance to reflect physical attacks, and he gets fire break, so, there's that. His cons is he's weak to light. He's got mediocre, just below average other stats. All his other stats, even at level 99, are just below 60, which most other characters only have maybe 1 at most 2 stats that low. Individual equipment, meaning that he doesn't have a wide array to pick up and buy as everyone else. And like Aegis, can only wear things that fit a dog, I guess. Makes sense. His best gear would be really just anything you can give him. For his actual gear, really not too important. He's built a certain way and that's just how it is. So more survivability or more chance to crit. His best fusion weapon would be the Ashura fusion weapon, the Vara, a knife with 450 attack, 100 accuracy, all stats plus 10. There is only one really special knife fusion weapon and this is it, but it happens to be the best knife he could have. His best accessories would be the barbaric bracers, survivability, and since already is a dodgy boy, we'll just make it even more often that he dodges attacks. Vitality ring, berserker seal, or the space badge. More survivability as he doesn't have lots of HP and has low defenses. The chakra ring, magic ring, or wizard's mark, since he doesn't have physical skills and has measly damage with his basic physical attacks, so rarely will you not be casting spells on him, so casting high tier spells over and over can be costly. The Radiant Halo, which nullifies his 1 weakness to light, or the Agni Bracers to significantly increase his fire damage even more. Koromaru, he's the Strength Arcana. He's 3, at least from what I could find when looking it up, as it wasn't on the fandom wiki or any other official places I could find. Breed, Shiba Inu. Fun fact about myself, I used to work with dogs and have nearly 8+ years working with them. And this breed of dog is usually known for how loud, crazy, and intelligent they can be, but Koromaru definitely is the best one I've ever seen. Fun facts, he likes long walks at the shrine, bringing me Triasto gems once they become useless after unlocking Fuka's warping to the base 4 ability, and his original voice actor was actually just stock sound effects for dog barks, growls, and whimpers. Koromaru definitely is the best of boys, but obviously as a dog doesn't speak, other than the few times Aigis can translate what he is saying once she joins at least. But because of the fact he doesn't say things or express with words, he just does things through taking action instead. You first see him around shortly after Fuka joins the team, hanging out with Fuka and Yukari outside the dorm one evening. You all are scheduled to meet up in the meeting room.
Koro-chan, give me your paw. No! Koro-chan, go say hi. His name's Koromaru.
Hello there.
I've seen him sitting by the steps of the shrine.
Round 1, fight!
Oh, this dog still goes on walks all by himself?
What do you mean?
He used to belong to the priest at the Naganaki Shrine. Every afternoon, the two of them went this way for a walk.
That explains it.
Well, until the priest passed away.
He passed away?
Oh, you haven't heard the story? It was about 6 months ago. The priest was hit by a car while walking his dog. He didn't survive. Ever since then, that dog sits patiently by the site of the accident. And he goes for a walk every day, just like when his owner was still alive.
Oh, you're such a loyal dog. Good boy. Huh? What's wrong?
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
Hearing about his sad backstory based on a real-life tale, pun intended,
It's very, very good.
of a dog who even after their owner had passed on would protect and stay by the place their owners had held dear, this being the shrine of P3. A truly remarkable story, and just another reason why dogs are considered man's best friend, and why I absolutely love dogs, and my dog Akane is my baby. One night during the dark hour, there is a shadow that attacks the shrine that Koro stays at. You and everyone else are back at the dorm while Akihiko must have been out, as you end up getting communications from him that he needs urgent assistance as he wanted to save the little guy, as he states, being Koro, who had thrown paws with the shadow and came out on top. Next you all arrive at the shrine to find Koromaru, injured and bleeding, where the team and everyone lends assistance to Koro.
Yes, this is Fuka.
I'm here. Sorry, but I think you guys better come right away.
What's wrong? Is it a powerful one?
No, the Shadow's been defeated. In fact, it was already defeated when I got here.
What happened?
The little fella's been injured. I want to save him if we can.
Little fella? Who's he talking about?
At any rate, let's go.
Koro-chan! Are you okay, Koro-chan?
You know this dog?
Yeah, everyone around here does.
Bruh.
We have to help him.
First, we must stop the bleeding.
Man, he's one tough fighter. He defeated that Shadow all by himself.
Wait, does that mean that this dog's a persona user?
He says, "This is a place of peace, so I protected it." Those flowers, they must be for the priest who died in the accident. So, he really was guarding this place.
I guess. Don't tell me you can translate dog language, too.
Canines do not have their own language. However, speech is not the only means of communication.
This fella really is a rare breed.
Confirmed.
He's not the only one.
All right, let's report to the chairman so we can conclude this mission. As for a vet, it may be midnight, but I believe I can arrange for one.
Good job, boy. You're one amazing dog.
Coming days and weeks after, you can talk to Mitsuru, who will state that he is doing fine and will make a full recovery eventually, and everyone else will share the sentiment that he is impressive or that they are worried about him, showing just how big of an impression Koro had already made and left on the group as a whole. Once he recovers, you and the gang will be called to the meeting room on the top floor, where Akutsuki and Koromaru will be waiting.
Koro you get this collar?
That collar is designed to help control his persona. In other words, it's an evoker for dogs.
Wait, does that mean he'll be going into battle?
It was a surprise for me as well, but according to the tests, it's quite possible. In fact, it was the chairman's suggestion. We'll be looking after him here in the dorm.
Is that okay with you, Koro-chan? He said, I'll return the favor. Man, you're one loyal dog.
Hey, make yourself at home.
Koro equipped in a new set of battle gear adorned with little wings, not exactly sure why. Maybe makes him more aerodynamic for all the acrobatic shit he does.
Oh my god, he's so goddamn cool!
After joining, there really isn't much more that happens other than you eventually can start taking him on walks for some items or chance to run into social links for points up towards their next rank. Sadly, 90% of the people I ran into, if this happened, were social links I finished or literally just got enough points for within the last few days for my next rank up. I understand, but it is disappointing in Fest, the version I played, that Koro doesn't have a social link, but I imagine he's getting something of the sort come P3R, releasing really soon. So my final thoughts on Koro is that he's an impressive four-legged acrobat with stock sound effects as his voice lines, but still carries so much weight in his little woofs and barks. Truly a remarkable animal and an even more endearing companion. I thoroughly enjoyed him the most out of the non-human or mascot-like characters of the 3 Persona games I've played, being Persona 3, Persona 4, and Persona 5, but not including Aigis. She is essentially a human, it feels, by the end of the game. But before talking more about her, as that'll have to wait for the final episode of the V-Files featuring the Persona 3 cast, where Aigis will be the spotlight of the finale. Bringing things to a close, I hope everyone enjoyed yet again another installment to the V-Files. Things are getting close to the end for the P3 playable cast, and as soon after that I will be delving into the next somewhat obvious choice after P3, being the playable cast of Persona 4 Golden, and hopefully after that the P5 cast is the plan. But I did hint at one idea I had at the beginning of the video that I wanted to ask others' opinions on to gauge if anyone would be interested. If you're a smaller YouTuber such as myself trying to grow your channel, then make sure to comment, subscribe, and shoot me a message on Twitter, linked on my channel or my @ in the description, showing that you subbed and want a shout out, and I will start doing shout outs for my fellow creators and their channels at the end of my videos. And also linking their channel in my description of the video they are shouted out in. If I get at least a half a dozen of these, then I will be glad to start trying something like that out on the channel. I am all for supporting those reaching for something such as myself with things they are passionate about and want to build a healthy community if possible. We should all look out for one another, and we'll see how that goes. Side note tangent over. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and maybe clap that bell button so you can get updates on my consistent uploads and won't miss out on any of my flourishing video series. Wait till the end screen and click on one of those series playlists and maybe binge a bit more content if you're feeling it. But again, thanks to everyone who watched, and a double thanks for those who watched to this point into the video. Love you, make sure to take care, and stay cool.